I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Hercules and his gifts,
Well, first of all, we love you guys, and we wish you guys happiness and love, and we're happy that Uncle Jonathan found somebody so great as Katie. And you want to say anything?
You guys have a bright future ahead of you.
And yeah, we love you guys.
I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. I want something just like this. I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, the testaments they told, the moon and its eclipse, and Superman unrolls a suit before he lived. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits. She said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this.
So, Jonathan and I have plenty to share about you. One of the things that I love about you the most is you are so committed to family and to really finding a way to empower yourself and others, and that is something that I think is incredibly rare in people, and I feel like you have taken that commitment and just applied it to our relationship, and it's made it what it is today, and I just really love you and appreciate you, and cannot say enough good things about you, and I'm so happy to hear that you have found somebody and met somebody that you really feel like is that fit. And Katie, after meeting you and talking to you and hearing all the amazing things from Mom and from my sister and Joy and Shen and everybody, you are, okay, this is going to be an interesting little tie-in here, you are a force to be reckoned with, my dear. And I say it's a tie-in because when I was on staff at Landmark Education in Seattle, that was actually my title that was given to me as the seminar manager there. And part of what we had to do was create possibilities for ourselves. So I see in you a kindred spirit, and I welcome you to the family, and I'm so happy that you are a part of it. Love you both, and can't wait for the actual day. This one would be good.
Oh, I got fire!
Wait! Hurry, make a wish!
Love and marriage. Love and marriage. These are the adventures.
Hey, over here. Pick it up by the top.
Top. Oh. Okay, it's now real windy right this minute.
Get off the ground. We're doing good. Is he gonna go?
There you go.
We'll have to stretch the story a little bit. Okay, I think it's ready to go. Okay, fire in the hole! Okay, away from the van. Away from the van.
So windy. It's not going to go up.
Okay, let's go. All right, let it go. Oh! Yes!
We have liftoff.
Here it goes! Katie, where are you?
There it goes!
Where'd my dad go?
Dad, where did Dad go? He's chasing that one. Now this is just the way marriage is. I want to tell you everybody that. It never goes the way you plan. So, just remember that. Just up and down, hot and cold.
There's somebody chasing that one? Or is it
Right, I know.
Yeah, it's just on fire. I'm out of breath.
It's just rolling through the field on its own.
The magic. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Forgot you were there.
That's all right. Trying to not.
Jonathan, you should be a magician. You got the moves.
Are you Katie's sister?
Yeah.
I am. You are? Okay. I'm Jonathan's sister.
Ooh.
Illusionist.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Okay, fire in the hole.
There we go.
Oh, is there a hole?
There you go.
Come on, Shin. We gotta get it.
Been there, done that.
Fireballs. Come on, Katie.
Come on, magic touch. Don't fall in the mud.
He's a carnival barker.
2 flaming bags. Is that what you said?
2 flaming bags.
2 flaming bags.
1 man.
That one's still going out there in the field. Look at it. See it?
Go!
There we go. There we go.
Oh! I think it's thinking about it. All right, look out!
There we go. And it's going right to the wire.
Oh no.
Mine is totally over your head.
Come on, Emma.
Bye, Kara. Bye, Emma. Love you.
It's filling with that hot air.
It's going underneath the wire, so maybe it'll be okay.
You still chasing that one around?
Yeah, he's chasing it all the way there.
Cecily was like here.
There it goes.
That's yours! That's yours! Hey, the old man!
Don't hit the tree. It's kind of a silly thing.
Up over the tree! Up over the tree! Thank you. You're listening.
Keep going, baby.
It went over the tree.
Keep going, baby. Keep going. Don't count your chickens yet, Mom.
I guess it was.
If the tree doesn't catch on fire,
I hope I
that's how you catches on fire.
That's what they say when I hit the light.
Yeah, for the flash. You just can see the flash.
That's all I see right now.
I probably had my eyes closed from the flash.
Here we go.
You know the wind has died down.
He's doing it again.
Look, Steve! It's going straight for the tree! Higher! Higher! Higher!
That was the one with the hole in it. Yeah.
Maybe they should all have holes. You need to go higher!
Gonna clear it.
Higher!
Down, and
I think it cleared the tree. Yay!
There's a calling the police right now because there's a UFO.
good job, guys.
Very nice.
Good nap.
You've got distinctions in adventure.
Okay, box of Kleenex.
And then it's we will, and then at times a joy will you celebrate with them, and nourishing the love for one another. And that's it for the community vows. And then we're pronounced.
Whoa! All this work! Yay!
And now I'm like, maybe I should have wrote some vows because I might not be able to carry it.
Yeah, I'm done. Pass the box of Kleenex.
I just know I do. So yeah, our vows are gonna be from the heart. So we don't know what they're gonna sound like here, like or. Nice. I love.
I'm taking a picture. Whoops!
She's like, one sock on, one sock off. Did you party too hard last night?
She's showing off her pretty.
I
posted that on Facebook. Did I post that on Facebook?
Probably did. On all of our pages.
Or maybe you throw the whole stick in at once. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I am not tied to any of it.
Okay, very nice.
Don, did you have any questions?
No, not at all.
Good.
I mean, this is pretty clear, and I think this was good to do this.
Yeah, and I think that's going to go as smooth as possible, just getting us out and into the center without putting too much attention on...
And in the morning, John and I will just huddle to the side and go through this together.
That's perfect. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Then we're going to head on over to Olathe so we can
sounds
catch
good.
a ride. Let's go, Pop.
One. Well, yes, what? You're lucky. You can
All right, we'll see you later.
Okay, so that's it.
You ready?
I am so ready. I'm missing some things, but I'm ready in the heart.
What are you missing?
Just like some LaCroix.
Something blue? Is that all your blue?
Cecily's my blue.
Okay.
She's wearing baby blue.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Well, have a great day today and a beautiful morning.
Enjoy your 17-year-old.
Yes. We're going to have our 40th this summer, so he said he wants to see them in 40 years.
Yes, okay.
We'll be celebrating our 80th, going like this.
We'll still be at the brewery.
Down in those Pilsners.
Thank you guys for making this possible.
Love you guys. Love you. Love you.
ordered this a week ago. I spent $100 on it.
For each of our girls.
Just let it out, Dad.
Thank you. Can you read it?
To my daughter, in my eyes there is no one that can equal your beauty, no one that can describe how much you need to me, nothing that could lessen my love for you, as you have it now and for all eternity. I can't see it anymore.
Take over.
No matter how old you might be, you will always be my little girl to me. Love, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
I ordered them. I'm so glad you got that, Christine.
Thank you, Dad. Yeah, now I'll tell you the story of how we got them down here. They didn't come in until yesterday. So Jen and Ted were going to pick them up out of our mailbox. Well, they decided to come earlier, so I called the post office and asking them, would you mind running it down to Nan's so Jen and Ted can pick up Nan's? I live in a small town, it works.
Aw, very cool.
Oh, yours came off the chain, or?
Yeah,
They're all on the chain. We're off the chain.
I think it's off the hook. Oh, yeah. But, you know, do it. Whatever works.
You okay, honey? Deep breath, you're good.
Rings, can you hand me those? I'm gonna get those too.
Put them in the bag though, please.
Tara's got that good.
I know. Put her on there.
Hey, I'm videoing you putting the rings in a little satchel so that we can find them later.
Exactly. For documentation. No,
This
you
is
were
totally-
the last one I had them.
I am going to
My
know
hand.
where those rings are.
I am doing the same thing, honey. I don't know if it's my energy you're catching on to, but I'm like all of a sudden started shaking and my
I just been out
dad.
there hugging people just to get, get grounded and get connected to all of that, and you're why we're all here, baby.
Well, I couldn't be here without you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, honey.
Get in here, girl. Mm-hmm. Goddess. I know.
All right.
All right, you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yay!
I just would like each to just take a moment and be quiet. Notice your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I bless this ring and this community of people of love and commitment and support, Jonathan and Katie. I pass it to each for their blessing, and with the power and energy of each of us into it, we commit this to their longevity and to their love of one another and their commitment to one another. Amen. Pass it to you.
Ever since earliest times, rings have been a symbol of perfect love because they're a perfect circle. And since ancient times, they've been worn on the left ring finger because that was believed it was a direct conduit to the heart. So I'm going to pass this around and want each of you to give your thoughts, your best wishes, and your reminders in your own lives that the circle is perfect love.
Kleenex, honey. You don't use toilet paper. Oh, really? Yeah. I'm a crybaby. Just here.
Everybody like the best? And
Hi, honey. You look great.
Call in.
Funny place to stand. Nice work.
Thank you for
Great job. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good to see you.
Hopefully.
Do you guys want us to hold him?
So as you all know, we planned this out perfectly. And it's not going according to how we planned it, so we're dancing with it, as we all know about in relationships being all about.
The wedding rings that these two will give each other will be a reminder of their love and the vows they will make here today. They have asked us to pass them around the room, which we have done with the group already, so that each of you who is an important and loving member of their lives can bless the rings and give your support for their marriage. We did a short ceremony earlier, and there will be an opportunity as you greet them afterwards with the rings on their hands to bless it.
We're going to do a breathing prayer, and this works better if we all do it together. We're going to take 3 deep breaths, nice and slowly, and exhale nice and slowly. Let's see if we can all do this together. It seems to increase the power. Are you ready? 3. Katie and Jonathan wanted me to read this quote by Charles Darwin. In the long history of humankind, and animal kind too, those who learn to collaborate and improvise most effectively have prevailed. Jonathan?
This is the part we do our vows? Okay, good. I love you, Katie. And I promise to nurture that love. I promise to be the source of that love. And I promise to keep giving up knowing what that love is supposed to look like, how you're supposed to look like inside of that, and how I'm supposed to look like inside of that. I promise to keep discovering that and expanding that and being refined and discovered and grown through that discovery. I promise to partner with you. I promise to be human with you and mess things up and get self-righteous and arrogant, and I promise all of that. And I promise to keep recognizing that that's not who I am. That's not my commitment, and that happens. And I promise to keep having that not be who I am and not be right about that, and to keep setting that to the side for our love and for the opportunity of our love and growing together. And I promise to be loved and available for being loved by you. And I promise to love and be available for loving you. And I'm excited to take on this adventure with you. And I'm excited to take it on with all these people here, because I know we're not alone in this. And I promise to be the source of our love and my love for you. That there's not something you have to do to have earned it or re-earn it, and there's not something I have to do to earn it or re-earn it. That's my promise to you.
My turn? I just do. I choose the arrogance, the awesomeness, the fabulousness, the scary times, sad times. I just choose to be by your side through it all. Shoulder to shoulder, growing together. Willingness to mess up, willingness to fail over and over again, and celebrating that with you. I promise you that I will be willing and open-armed for whatever comes our way in this adventure. I promise I'll be stubborn at times too. But I'll always be willing to go and keep going and keep going.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you.
John? Now it's you?
Oh, wait, we gotta do the community ones.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Gather community.
Just 1 second. Keep
Hold on
going,
one
keep
sec.
going.
You need it. You sure?
11:05.
05, we got a little time. Yeah.
Welcome. It's 11:05,
Let us
babe.
know a few seconds before the 17th minute.
Yes.
So just so everybody knows, there's a specific time that we're committed to being pronounced, and we went faster than we expected we would.
We have prepared to be behind. And it so says who you guys are. That we're here at 11:05, counting the minutes to the time we can say.
So should we talk amongst ourselves?
Fair share.
Run up the score.
Well, I have a little saying that I'll adapt a little bit to this this wedding ceremony, and it's originally talking about religion, but I'd like to adapt it to this bond between these two. Let your marriage be about life and joy. Let each one another be the voice of the best you have and can be to one another. Let there be a call to union always between the two of you. And this is what I hold religion to be, and I hold this ceremony and this wedding. Greater service to yourselves, to the other, and to your community. Let it be a call to that it brings that forth with you. Let it be the wonder and lure of that which you only partly know and understand, and have an eye that loves nature and beauty, and a heart that rejoices in deeds of kindness and courage. Let this marriage be that for you, and we support you in all of that. And we'll have a vow that we'll commit to that commitment of support for them in a moment, when the 17th moment happens.
And what is the significance of that particular time? Can you share that with us?
It's the particular time, it's an astrological time, and so Venus comes in, who is the partnership planet. And so that comes out of retrograde at 11:21. And that's the best time to be pronounced. Have that.
11:07. 11:07.
All right.
Anybody have any later times?
So we've got, for our friends who did just join, we have a specific time we're being pronounced, and we thought we'd be running behind, and we are way early.
I had champagne open a while ago.
I think at this time, we're dancing with this. Let's pass the rings around so everyone can bless them.
If you haven't already.
And then we will
want to do it again?
we'll do the community vow, and then we'll be pronounced.
So Don, why don't you pass that one that way? I'm going to pass.
This is Jonathan's ring.
Okay, gotcha. So this is Katie's. Why don't you pass that way around in here?
And just take a moment, and if you pray. If you meditate. If you just bless or send good thoughts, whatever that will be, take a moment.
And while you're doing that, one of that, yeah, right. Make sure you return it. one of Katie's and my intentions with this is that this isn't the union of two people, it's a union of two worlds and two communities and two families. And so having that opportunity for those of you who were able to participate for the previous couple of days was to have that chance to commit and connect and relate with one another, so that we're not you're all connected in some way, whether you are seeing each other for the first time or not, whether you're here with someone that knows me or Katie, or you know us both directly. We're all connected. And the wedding is an opportunity for that truth of that to be evident and clear. So we really thank you and celebrate that you're here with us, because we're gonna need reminding of our love and commitment to each other predictably. And that's what we're counting on you for, is to be that for us. And also us reminding of you of your love for yourself, for each other, for us as well. So, as we pass these rings around, I want you to know it's not an accident that you're here for any of us. So thank you. And I know some of you traveled, 2 houses. Some of you,
Our biggest commuters.
and some of you traveled from across the country, from as far as Alaska. So wherever it was, or New York. So wherever it was, it took something to have you be here. Tulsa, wherever it was, right? So really thank you for being here. Anything else, Bib?
No, I think it's great. The rings are just going around.
Mm-hmm.
And we want all of you in it.
So is it acceptable for us to say blessings to you guys?
Let's keep it to the rings, and yes, later today.
The reception.
For sure.
So the
or
question-
after at lunch, definitely.
Yeah. The question was, can we say blessings to you? And so, for sake of time, the reception will be an opportunity for that. So, Brandon, your question was, how did we meet? Like, what's the backstory on that? Yeah. Do you want to field that? I'm going to start with that. Big field.
2 minutes. Short answer,
2 minutes? Right, 2 minutes here. So,
What time is it, Anna?
11:12.
Thank you, girl.
all right.
The stars and the planets. And it
Great.
is now 11:12.
So I'll jump in and then you tag in. So
Can I make one quick request? I think we should open a window with this many bodies.
Oh yeah, Jim, can you make that happen over there? Thanks,
It's from the
Jim.
ceiling fan. We need a mister.
Yeah, just a crack might help. The crystal one, John.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Stop
maybe
off my
not
head.
with the photographer.
Oh my God. Decapitated over there. We're good.
Oh, are you trying not to fall off the chair? Is the gate closed back there? We'll make sure John doesn't.
The gate?
It was. The gate's
Is John around here somewhere?
Johnny's in the bedroom.
Johnny's in the bedroom? Okay.
So make sure that big
All
gate.
right.
handler, and she's doing.
Jane, it's that wooden gate.
He's here. I saw him. Caitlin got him.
Okay.
Is anybody?
Oh,
Great.
that's great. It's like super
check.
cool. It's like such a.
Pull it twice. Pull it another time. There we go. All right.
Okay, are you stalling?
Is that better if we cool down over there some? Good. Thank you.
Katie and me, I grew up in Kansas and moved out to Seattle when I was 18. I'm 45. It was 26 years I lived in Seattle, and one of the things that happened was that for myself, I was participating in a class, and I recognized for myself that I was lonely, and I had lived a life where I wouldn't admit that to myself. I had a lot of things and friends, but there was something missing, and I admitted that to myself. And so in admitting that, I saw that I had known that for some time, but had not been willing to do the work that I saw there was to do to create a space for relationships. So I took that on. And in the process of that, my dad passed away. And in my father's passing, there was a space that opened. And I came back to visit for the memorial service. And in that space of that, I had an interaction with my mom, and I saw that part of that work was to be back with my mother and be around her. There were some decisions I made early on about women, and a place to start opening that up would be to be around my mom. And I did not expect I would see Kansas in my future, you know, to come back and live here. In fact, I'd lived, like never was I going to come back to Kansas to live other than visiting. I made sure everybody knew I'm just visiting, I'm leaving, I'm just visiting. And so in that, I got back on a Saturday in February of last year. I sat down with my mom, Mary, and had a conversation with her where I created that there was something I wanted to develop in my having the space where women could be nurtured without condition, and that I had never taken that on before. And I wanted her to be my partner in that. That was on Sunday. And then on Monday, we drove into Kansas City. My younger sister Amy and my mom Mary drove into Kansas City, where we were taking part in a class with a company called Landmark. And one of the people who was leading that course was Katie. And so I saw her and certainly noticed her, and you know, but I was busy with my mom and sister, and I was clear something had shifted in that conversation with my mom. And then the second session, I asked Amy as we were driving back, I said, I think Katie and me are checking each other out, but maybe I'm just being arrogant, I don't know, but I kind of think she may be doing that. And Amy said, I think there may be something there too. And then the third session, I was distracted now and having to manage being distracted, and so I knew that I needed to do something. And so I got her phone number and I called her. And I said, look, I'm out to create a relationship, and I know we can't date inside the constraints of you leading this class and me not being able to do something, but I'm interested. Are you interested?
And I said yes.
So we wrapped up that class, and then we, make a short story of it, we then went on a date and to see was there something here or not, and there was and is.
How's our time?
It is
11:16.
11:16.
Okay.
Yep, let's start. Okay. Let's wait till the rings get back around. We've got.
Jonathan,
Okay, good. Just keep blessing. We are on a timeline, but we are not rushed. Time is always going to be on our side.
Katie, I think John says glad you said yes.
Yes, Cynthia, yeah. I am.
Now, what about Katie's side of the story?
That's for another time.
She said yes, and that's what matters.
Everybody in here?
We traveled a long time to hear this story, Katie.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is 11:17.
Great.
This is small.
This one's mine. And
I think the other one's over there.
Yeah, it's one more person. And then I will hold his. Great. Okay.
Community?
Yep, let's do the community vows. So these vows are for you.
Will you surround this couple in love, offering them the joys of your friendship? At times of arrogance.
Just do one question at a time.
Oh, and then ask for a response? Okay. So to that first one. Will you surround this couple in love, offering them the joys of your friendship? If you agree, say, we will.
We will.
At times of arrogance and conflict, will you remind them of their choice and love of one another?
We will.
At times of joy, will you celebrate with them, nourishing their love for one another?
We will.
All right. And the time now, it can be 11:19 to 11:23.
It is 11:18.
All right, we're on the countdown.
Little dance break.
Do you want to put the rings on now?
That's a good time to do it.
Yeah. Here's my-
Poised to do it, and then you can slide them on.
Yeah. So poised to do. You timekeeper, just let us know.
30 seconds.
I love it. This is awesome.
If you all don't know, Katie reached
A couple of drinks yesterday that got me swollen this morning.
I think there's a brilliant metaphor
Thanks,
in there.
ladies.
In 5, 4.
And let's go.
Alright.
Man, I should have greased your
I think
feet.
somebody else should have greased your
Somebody had drinks too.
Thanks, guys.
And together, pronounce good.
Good
for each other.
And Katie has asked me to read one of her favorite poets, a quote from Hafez, a Sufi poet from hundreds of years ago. The subject today is love, and tomorrow as well. As a matter of fact, I know of no better topic for us to discuss until we die. Let's have lunch.
All right.
I'll take romance while my heart is young and eager to fly. I'll give my heart a try. I'll take romance. I'll take romance.
All right, talk loud. Your microphone's right here.
Welcome back to Jonathan and Katie's wedding. To the right, you see family and friends setting up for the wedding. Look, there's Cecily, a wild Cecily out in the whoa. Anyway, my co-host will now take.
At this station, we'll be taking pictures of you and then having you sign in the guest book.
For Katie and Jonathan.
Yeah. Over here, we have Colonel Nix and Cecily, but more over there, we have popcorn and Colonel Nix being set up.
And drinks.
And drinks. Yes. And then the gifts and cards back there. And more gifts. Cake and cupcakes back there. And games behind Michaela. And now the weather.
Let me call me in the hush of the evening. When you call me in the hush of the evening, I'll rush to my first real romance. While my heart is young and eager and gay, I'll give my heart away. I'll take romance. I'll take a chance. I'll take romance. I'll take romance.
Please join me in welcoming the newlywed Katie and Jonathan.
Couple rules.
Dad's saying
Yes.
Is it Winslow or Williams?
He's gonna be Williams and I'm gonna be Winslow.
What a novel idea.
We thought about switching.
Alphabetically, Williams comes first. Just alphabetically speaking.
And we never do the rules.
You want action tonight, right? Don't talk like that.
Thank you. Speaking of action, the cowbells are instead of ringing a glass. What do you do with the cowbell? Ring a cowbell? Ring a cowbell.
Get ready for milking. No, just kiss. Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. Children's present. So
I'm talking.
cowbells have the bride and groom kiss. So ringing the cowbell has that happen. We are going to be cutting cake, and then we have cupcakes as well. Any other announcements? What else?
Musical chair. Musical chair.
If you haven't signed in, we are asking that you have your photo taken for the guest book so you can sign in with that. If you haven't yet done that, please do that with your family to get that done. Yes. So if you're hanging out, hiding out about that, we will know and we will find you. Exactly. And then, okay, so
have fun.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cowbell, cowbell, cowbell.
Wield that power today. Wield that power.
Cut the cake so that you all can eat the cupcakes. Before we do that though, we wanted to give the opportunity for a toast to be made or two if those were wanted.
What Daddy wants to do.
Okay, good. So then, camera. Remember, this is for forever, Lehman, so no pressure.
I would like to give everybody something to drink. I don't drink, so here's my glass of water. So let's give Jonathan and Katie a toast to happy marriage if they can stay married as long as I did.
Hey, we're still going, guys.
It'll be 40 years this coming June, so congratulations to both of you.
Many blessed years together.
Joe.
Here.
Here, here.
Got my water too.
Okay, good. All right, we're gonna cut the cake.
All right. Let's get out there. As the honorary groomsmen, otherwise known as Jonathan's sisters, we would like to make a toast to the bride and the groom on this very auspicious and incredible day. So would you like to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You get to go. We're both nervous, so excuse us.
I am so happy for both of you for finding somebody that you want to spend your life with, loving and working through your stuff with and growing old with. I'm just very happy for both of you. And may you always remember to remind yourself what you really like about the other person and what you find very sexy about them. And continue to hold on to that all through your years and focus on that. I love you both. Congratulations.
And I would like to say, Jonathan, you and I have been through an amazing journey together, and I could not imagine going through life with anybody else as my younger brother. You are an inspiration and a joy in so many ways, and I, as your older sister, get to say how proud I am of you and how you've turned out. Because there were moments there I was just like, oh my God, this man's going to be single for the rest of his life. And I think it's a very appropriate and very incredible that you have found this powerhouse of a woman who really is, again, and you'll see it on the video that I explained earlier, is a force to be reckoned with. And I think that's maybe what you were waiting for and what you needed, because you kind of grew up with a few who were also forces to be reckoned with. So we love you so much. And Katie, welcome to the family. We love and adore you. You have just done an amazing, incredible job of bringing us all together and feeling like this is so right and so true. We love you.
White tablecloths come with me. And so everything else just start packing away and let's get the hell out of here. Oh look, I'm on camera saying that. Pack it away, let's get the hell out of here.
I've been waiting a lifetime for a woman like you. Like it's some kind of lifeline, and I like you better when I'm with you. Don't you know that when we walk, I like it, when we talk, I like it, when we dance, I like it too. And when we give up on loneliness, you know this thing we have will see us through. I've been thinking it's so fine since we are there. The test of time is all so tight. Now we are here. We've been waiting a long time for our hearts to mend. Got love you don't easily find, kind of never ends. 'Cause when we walk, I like it. When we talk, I like it. When we dance, I like it too. When you take me in your arms, you feel the same way too. 'Cause when we walk, I like it. When we talk, I like it. When we dance, I like it too. When we give up on loneliness, baby, think we have to see it through. I've been waiting a lifetime for a woman like you. This love is some kind of lifeline. I like it better when I'm with you.
Jonathan and Katie, this is obviously off the top of my head, but I've had such deep, heartfelt, gratitude. I get emotional. I'm just so thrilled that you two found each other and that you bring the same values and skills for working through the problems in life that we all face. So I'm glad I'm going to be around for the journey for however long that is, and that we will soon be living in the same city, and Amy and Joy and Shin will be joining us, and it's just going to be a lot more celebrations for all of us to be together and just continue to create community and family. And out of that, I feel like I'm gaining a daughter, and you've met my daughters, and I love them to pieces, of course, and you just fit right in, Katie, and it's just been such a joy. And Cecily, and maybe more. So thanks and blessings. I love you both.
Blessings to Katie and Jonathan. I am so happy to see Katie so settled, and Jonathan is her anchor, and it makes me so happy. That's all I have to say, because I'm going to cry. Okay?
That's perfect.
You missed Mama, didn't you?
I don't get many things right the first time. In fact, I am told that a lot. Now I know all the wrong turns, the stumbles and falls brought me here. Where was I before the day that I first saw your lovely face? Now I see it every day, and I know that I am the luckiest. What if I'd been born 50 years before you, in a house on a street where you lived? Maybe I'd be outside as you passed on your bike. Would I know? And in a wide sea of eyes, I see one pair that I recognize, and I know that I am the luckiest. I love you more than I have ever found a way to say to you. Next door, there's an old man who lived to his 90s, and one day passed away in his sleep. And his wife, she stayed for a couple of days and passed away. I'm sorry, I know that's that